Hi everybody! In this video, I'm gonna show you on how I make this clay figure for a birthday souvenir. Keep watching! But first, let me just clear that I am just using a text speech and this is not my real voice, hehe. For the materials, I will be using a vellum board, head pins, round molder, clay stand, super glue, acetate boxes, circle cutter, head chibi molder, scissor, ruler, tweezers, cutter, modeling tool, gel pens, rolling pin, pliers, glue, and fake air dry clay. Now, I am using the circle molder to proportion the size of clay that I will be needing to make the head. Giving a little pressure in this clay will help to take the chibi face shape. Smooth out the edges. Adding some head pin in our clay figure to make it more durable. Now, we are making a body. Place the clay into table. Look for a smooth and flat surface such as ruler and use it to make a teardrop shape. After that, flatten out the teardrop shape. Look for a cutter such as this one and slice the bottom side for about a half or third size of the teardrop shape's height. Split the cutted part into two. Elongate it or shape it into cylinder-like shape because this will serve the leg to a body. Sorry, please observe this part, because I cannot explain it well. It is hard, ha 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 ha. Also attach some head pin in body, so that when we can let all sides to dry. Now, we are making a dress for the baby girl. Since I don't have any color that will match to its dress color, I decided to mix some dark pink and some translucent air dry clay. After that, I roll it and flatten out the clay. I cut the exact length for the skirt part that I will be making. And then, I fold it, so it will look like a crease or pleat on the skirt. Then some pinches on the hip part of the body. I use a certain modeling tool to add some creases on the skirt. Here, as you can see, I decided to remove the excess clay. You can repeat the pinches part up to this until you achieve what you want to see. Since the style of the dress that I am imitating has a white lining, I decided to get some white gel pen and do some white lines on the edges of the skirt. It is time-consuming, but it is still fun. A closer look to the skirt. In this part, I am drawing some face to the head. I started by dotting first on the eye part, so I can see if the eyes will be aligned before I draw it all. Then I start to draw some eyelashes. It can also help to determine that the clay figure is girl aside to its dress. Then some eyebrows and mouth. To make the face look more lively, I use some soft pastel color red for its blush. Make sure to start brush it lightly to the cheek so you can control its color. Slowly but surely. Now for the top part of the dress. I decided to flatten out a lighter color of pink compared to its skirt. And then I cut it to my desired length for the top. I also use a circle cutter to make a round neck on top. Then I wrap it to the body and cut the excess clay on the side part. The picture that I need to copy its dress has some unique design on the top part, so I decided to do some random circle to make it look like it is embroidered. Fast forward. It is time consuming as well, ha ha ha. I also flatten out a black color air dry clay. Once that it is dry, I cut some thin strips to serve as a lining on waist part of the dress. I also cut smaller lengths of thin strips for the front part of waist area. Here, I use a round circle motor again to control the size of the rose or flower that I am making. I roll it, and then I flatten it out and start twisting until I reach the other side. I make more of it because I will be using to its dress and headdress. A closer look. Here, I am putting a glue to the things that I explained earlier, and I will place to their designated part. Ta-da! Forgot to take a vid on how I make the hands, sorry. Here, I am making a sleeves, same color to the top part of the dress. I also draw some random circles on it. Same purpose and reason earlier. And then, I glue it. Now, let's talk about the hair. I am also using the circle round motor to control and proportion the clay that I will be using to make a hair. Since it is a baby girl, the hair is short, same length to some boys' hair. I use a modeling clay tool here to give some streaks to make it look like a hair. I also gave it some bangs. Now let's go to the shoes part. I roll these clays together, then flatten it out a little bit. Once it is dried, I use some cutter to slice thinly on the bottom part for the shoe. I have my reason, but I cannot explain it, ha 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 ha, sorry guys. Here, I am cutting against some strips, then cut it again. Then I use cutter to make some ribbon for the shoes. Before I start inserting some headpins, I am poking it first, to make my life easier to insert it, hee hee. Since I am putting the shoes, I also poke it. Then we'll use some glue to hold it stronger. Then I add some ribbon here. Here I am going to show to you on how I make my stand base using this circle cutter. I am putting some air dry clay and then use rolling pin to occupy the shape. Carefully remove, then smoothen out the edges using alcohol or water. It's assemble time. I use super glue to assemble them. Now, for the name in the front base part. I use 120 GSM vellum board and an Elmer's glue to stick it. For its headdress, I use color green. Roll it out to my desired length and then make a circle out of it. I make sure that the circle's size is fitted for Chibi's head. Adding some glue to stick it in Chibi's head. The headdress that I am imitating has flower designs, so I decided to put these small circles and flowers to the arrangement that I think will look good. And this is the final look. Thanks for watching.